Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Edmund Robinson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Taken in at the 11. The football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. They'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And now they call on Steven Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Just keeping the play. Oh, the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocks him over. And he'll run it. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's got room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And it's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Back to throw here. And Reed with it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And coming out now, the Broncos. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, as it shows on the scoreboard.
He may try and run for this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this one all the way out of across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And some room to run now. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, it's like you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of will hold.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And a give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're right.
And pressure gets to him again. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. He'll come out throwing here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a big play there for the Broncos. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Looking deep downfield. A huge loss on the play.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it, it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense...
And a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them with a submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. taken down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
The Falcons on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 30.
We call that a sack lunch.
This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Saints going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard. Line right around the 36. This is Johnson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They're going to look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And some room to work. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make the...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. This is fielded at the 7. is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play action. It's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guy?
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Saints are back within a score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Returning it, John Ross. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They'll set up a throw. It's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go there.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And tough starting field position here. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Hey, cut it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here. If pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.